Welcome all. This is Sri Mai Majumdar from Swami Vivekanand Institute of Modern Science. We have been discussing many aspects of business communication. Today my topic will be corporate communication. What do we mean by corporate communication? Corporate communication is a specialized area where a person is supposed to communicate in different levels. For example, if he is communicating with a senior person, it is an upward communication. If he is communicating with the junior person, it is a downward communication. If he is having a parallel communication with his teammates, then it is a lateral communication, and so on and so forth. There are various areas of communication. A managerial communication, a person who is in a leading post, has to communicate in different levels, in different directions, and he needs particular skills to be effective in these communication, in these areas of communication. And we shall, in the first part, in this particular part, we shall discuss what steps are to be taken in this particular area. So, what are the modes of communication? By modes, we mean the manner of communication in the corporate field. First of all, we have to receive and react to a particular piece of communication. If we are to be effective, if we are to be effective in our communication exchange, then we have to receive it properly, and this reception itself is very important because it involves many steps, physical steps as well as mental and intellectual steps. First of all, the physical response, whether we are greeting a person, whether we are shaking hands with the person, or whether we are offering a seat to the person, what is our physical stance, physical response to the person, whether we are attentive, whether we have proactive listening. By proactive listening, we mean whether we are paying full attention, whether our body language is emitting that kind of a positive response, whether our facial expression is showing interest in that response, whether we are giving proper attention. All these are parts of communication mode which we must keep in mind. And not only that, when the conversation is going along, whether we are giving logical response both orally as well as physically, as well as emotionally and intellectually. Therefore, we need to concentrate on the abilities. By abilities, the abilities that we are going to talk about is very much on the corporate level. When we talk of communication abilities, we have already said that a person in a managerial post has to interact in different levels, upward, downwards, lateral, and at times it is a crosswise. It is a diagonal communication right from bottom to the top and vice versa. But what abilities are needed to make such communication inter level communication successful? First of all, we are in a position where interdepartmental communication is needed. Supposing a manager is going to, if he is going to be effective, he has to communicate with production, with sales, with accounts, and very many other managerial activities. And at the same time, these are parallel communications that he has to generate, he has to interact. He has to send correct information regarding that particular activity to different departments. He must be in a leading position. If he is a leader, he must show leadership qualities by floating new ideas. Supposing there's a problem, and the problem solving attitude must it demands that the person floats new ideas, he gives suggestions. He must be briefing his subordinates about the areas of problem. By briefing, we mean that we have to give instructions, we have to guide our juniors, and we have to tell them in which way we have to solve the problem. This briefing has to be absolutely clear, lucid, so that they can understand the matter step by step. It needs logical thinking, it needs both physical, emotional, and intellectual activity from the part of the manager. And finally, it should be totally bias free. He must be a person who is not partial to any person, who does not have subjective emotions towards his team. He must be totally objective in his talk, in his communication skill, in his approach to people. With this introductory talk, we would like to conclude the first segment of corporate communication. Again, to put a brief summary of this chapter, by corporate communication, we are going to deal with not only the oral part or the physical part, we are also going to deal with the written part, which involves house documents, in-house documents like journals, leaflets, brochures, information booklets, etc. And these have to be dealt with very carefully. And how does a manager do it? We shall continue with this in the second part. Hope you stay with us and enjoy the talk. Thank you so much.